My life is about two things, playing video games and talking about video games. I haven't seen my wife in 7 years. She may not even exist. The next Call of Duty game may be launching on Xbox Game Pass, and it turns out that's bad. Not Call of Duty voice chat bad, but pretty bad. After the Wall Street Journal broke the story last week, reports have emerged that the day one release of the FPS on Game Pass might affect the service's price. Noted insider Shinobi602 seems to have implied that Microsoft will increase the price of a Game Pass subscription, or at least one of its tiers, in exchange for access to the next Call of Duty title. In addition, Tom Warren of The Verge said Microsoft may be considering raising the price of the Ultimate tier. Launching Call of Duty on the service is a nuclear option for Microsoft, as Game Pass has apparently failed to meet subscriber targets for the last 3 years. Fortunately, we don't have to wait very long to find out if this is true. Xbox allegedly has a big Call of Duty Direct planned for June 9th. I'm really excited to finally hear details about the franchise's next game. I mean, basically nothing has leaked about it yet. I mean, except for that it's a Black Ops game, and it's a Gulf War setting on like all the weapons and perks and stuff. But other than that, I don't know anything. Speaking of Microsoft games, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 just released today, at least in this time zone. Some reviews are very positive. Eurogamer gave the title a 5 out of 5, for example, while others were less than impressed. GameSpot gave it a 6 out of 10 and criticized both its story and its gameplay for being repetitive. Even worse, IGN gave Hellblade 2 a measly 8 out of 10. That's like an IGN D. While not all Hellblade fans may enjoy the new game, they can take solace in knowing that the series development studio Ninja Theory will not be closing anytime soon. After the announcement of the closures of Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin, and this seeming lack of marketing for Hellblade 2, some fans were concerned that Ninja Theory was next on the chopping block. Then, yesterday, studio head Don Matthews tweeted a lengthy statement thanking fans for their support, leading to further concern Ninja Theory was heading to a farm upstate. Fortunately, reports indicate the studio's next game has already gotten the green light from Xbox. This new project is separate from Project Mara, the psychological horror Ninja Theory announced in January of 2020. You might not remember that since it was a bit overshadowed when the entire globe surprise launched a psychological horror of its own. Valve's next game has reportedly leaked, and it's a 6v6 Overwatch-style hero shooter. That's weird, I could have sworn they already released an Overwatch-style shooter. What was it called? Ally Castle 3? Anyway, this new title is apparently called Deadlock. The game was previously leaked 2 years ago by Tyler McVicker under the title Neon Prime, but that version of the game had a sci-fi theme and was allegedly set in the Half-Life universe. According to reports from McVicker and fellow leaker Gabe Follower, Deadlock is a combination of hero shooter, MOBA, and tower defense, like if Valve made a milkshake by blending Dota 2, Team Fortress 2, Overwatch, Valorant, Smite, and Orcs Must Die. However, we may have no idea how many boys, if any, it brings to the yard. Having said that, McVicker claims hundreds of players are participating in a closed alpha, and the release is about to happen. However, some are worried that this mishmash of popular games means the death of the Valve we know. The one that took risks to forever change what an FPS was, or what a zombie game was. Maybe they'll do the same thing with Deadlock, but the leaked generic Archer hero isn't exactly repairing my faith. Unfortunately for Valve, that's one of the few things that can't be repaired with the help of our sponsor. Ha, gotcha, iFixit. It's May, so maybe it's time to get off your butt and fix that old gear of yours. What? Need a little incentive? Well, iFixit has a sale on right now until May 31st, where you can get 20% off select toolkits. You may want to check out their Essential Electronics Toolkit, which has most of what you need for your basic repairs. What it doesn't have is 1/5 of its price tag, so long as you grab it or one of iFixit's other toolkits by clicking the link in the description before the sale ends. You may want to hurry. Your mom told me you're not allowed to have dessert until you finish your quick bits. Yeah, I talked to your mom. We're just friends. After 20 long years, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door has been remade for a modern console, meaning that it can once again be legally played by people without access to either a GameCube copy or a time machine. It's a beloved classic for a reason, though not without its own flaws, such as a simplistic and sometimes repetitive combat system. The Switch version is essentially a direct recreation beyond the significant graphical update and the addition of a few quality of life features. That might make you think it's unfair that Nintendo's apparently charging full price for it, but those thoughts are treason and not permitted under the benevolent rule of the Mushroom Kingdom. Bandai Namco released a story trailer for Elden Ring's upcoming Shadow of the Erd Tree, not be confused with the Turd Tree. Ironically, there doesn't seem to be an explanation as to why it opens with someone using their fist to intimately explore a tree. We've all done it. Also depicted in the trailer is a battle that takes place prior to the Shattering, the event that sets up a lot of Elden Ring's story. If you didn't realize that Elden Ring had a story, don't watch the trailer, but if you loved poring over every item description in the main game, that tree scene is gonna be the least exciting part for you. Microsoft has declared that it will start integrating its AI co-pilot into your games, starting first with Minecraft. Judging by a recent demo that showed the players can ask the AI questions for information on how to perform in-game tasks, like how to craft a sword. It's like an inbuilt game guide that might maybe sometimes lie to you for no reason. So more like a mischievous Big Brother, with perhaps a splash of 1984's Big Brother. Square Enix has announced that the Kingdom Hearts saga will finally be released on Steam in June. How many of the games? I don't know. Honestly, that would require me to even know how many Kingdom Hearts games even exist. These games were already available on PC starting in 2021, but they were exclusive to the Epic Games Store, leading loyal followers of the one true Gaben to hold out on buying them. At least one fan finally caved in and bought the Epic Games copies a mere 5 days before the announcement, saying, quote, "You owe me," when they confirm it for Steam in like 3 days. And Smash clone MultiVersus has continued to prove it has the wildest character lineup in the business by announcing Agent Smith from The Matrix and Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. That last one is significant since the rights to Jason and the Friday the 13th movies are an absolute mess. The only thing messier would be the situation between one MultiVersus fan's legs. Redditor Sus Among Us Sus69 was so confident that the banana guard from the TV series Adventure Time would not be added to MultiVersus, he said he would cut off his balls if it happened. Not only did it happened less than an hour after Sus's post, as if someone at Warner Bros. Really didn't want him to procreate. I've been following your comments and I'm waiting for this one. But we want you to come back on Thursday for even more gaming news. Even better, you get to keep every part of your body. You're welcome. Wow.